This is the ultimate guide to the Gather Island in One Piece Treasure Cruise. You might be a newer player or a player who doesn't understand the Gather Island too well. In any of these cases, this will be the video for you. In this video, I'll be explaining each Gather Island and the order in which you should level them so that you can spend your rumble tickets efficiently. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, as a quick disclaimer before I get into the Gather Island, I want to talk about the 5 gems available in the Pirate Rumble shop. Now, it might seem like a good deal to get an extra 5 free gems from the Pirate Rumble shop, but it's not worth it. It costs 1000 Pirate Rumble tickets for 5 gems, where in reality it takes way more than 5 gems in Pirate Rumble matches to get 1000 tickets. If you're getting an average of 20 Rumble tickets from a rival match, then it's going to cost you about 17 Rainbow gems to get 1000 tickets. So basically it's not worth it, and there's better things you could be doing with all those tickets. With that out of the way, let's get into the Gather Island. So the first thing I have to say about Gather Island is that you will want to level up every single island to level 10 right off the bat. The reason for this is that you are required to level every island to level 10 to complete the Master Chopperman missions. The total cost for leveling all the islands to level 10 is 3400 Rumble tickets. Not too bad. Next, I want to be talking about the islands that you should not be leveling up at all, the low tier priority islands. Starting off with the training ground, there are 2 main reasons you shouldn't be leveling up the training ground. First reason is that it is more expensive to level up in comparison to other islands that are way more useful. The other reason is that this island provides barely any rally points, even when maxed. To boot, rally points are almost useless in the game right now, so just don't level up this island. Next on the list of bad eggs, I'll be talking about the Berry Cave. The only thing going for this island is that it's one of the cheaper ones. Other than that, there's no reason you should be leveling up past level 10. When this island is maxed, it'll produce 600,000 berries per day. What a joke. To put how bad this is into perspective, doing 1 run of Golden Pound Usopp, which takes about a minute to do, will give you more berries than that. Overall, you get no bang for your buck, and this is undoubtedly a waste of your tickets. The last island you shouldn't be leveling up is the Fishing Spot Island. You just don't get any real value from this island. Just do the friend point pulls a few times and you'll get more boosters and evolvers. It is a cheaper island to level up, but that just doesn't redeem it. Just don't level up this island. That concludes the islands you should not level up. Next I'll be talking about the islands that might not be a bad idea to level up at all. First off, on the mid tier of Gather Islands, I'll be talking about the Treasure Hunters Island and the Guiding Mine Island. These two both provide some value, providing some useful resources often. Whether that be rare treasures such as the Hercules Beetle or some useful limit break materials such as crystals. In no way do I think maxing these islands is a good idea, as they don't provide nearly as much value as some other islands, but getting them to level 20 isn't totally worth it, and it's very cheap. They aren't bad options, they're cheap and provide some value. The next and final one in the mid tier is the Spring of Vitality. This is once again a cheap island. I think it's a very good investment if you are a player that is per se at Pirate level 1000 and doesn't level up often. This island basically gives you a bunch of base stamina, which will increase your potential runs in events and long-term grinds. It definitely has the most value out of the islands I've talked about as of yet, and I would recommend leveling it up to level 25 or even higher. If you're a player with a high pirate level, this island takes priority over all the others when you max everything in the high tier of Gather Islands. Moving on into the high tier category of Gather Islands. This is where I start talking about what to level up right after getting all the islands to level 10. First off in the high tier of Gather Islands is all 3 of the Cotton Candy Islands. Now I have a lot to say about these. First off, they're the most expensive, meaning it will take ages to max them all. But there are certain levels that you should reach for each Cotton Candy Island. First off is level 20 for each stat, which will give you plus 60, with your total Cotton Candy potential on a character being plus 480, which is not bad at all. It's quite a bit for such a cheap amount. It will cost 6,600 Rumble tickets to get from level 10 to 20 on each island stat, with a total amount of 19,800 Rumble tickets to get from level 10 to 20 for all 3 Cotton Candy Islands. This is a good milestone to stop and evaluate whether you want to level up other islands or continue to level up your Cotton Candy Islands to plus 80 for each stat. If you decide to go to plus 80 for each stat, it will cost you 10,200 Rumble tickets from level 20 to 25. This will cost you 30,600 rumble tickets to jump from plus 60 to plus 80 in all stats. After you reach plus 80, there is no need to go further for a long time. My personal recommendation is to get to plus 80 in every cotton candy island before proceeding to other islands. So now that you have your cotton candy island at either plus 60 or plus 80 for each stat, you can now focus on the gem tree and the meat roaster. Now right off the bat, I'm going to say this. In my personal opinion, I think these two islands hold the most value and are the best in the game, with the meat roaster giving you the absolute best value out of all the gather islands. Now out of these two, the meat roaster is the cheaper one, costing half the total amount of tickets it takes to max the gem island. Now personally, I think at this point you should level the gem tree to level 24, where you get a gem every 60 hours from it. The gem tree is such a valuable island, giving you a gem every 20 hours when maxed. An extra gem every day, sign me up. But before you get that maxed, let's look at the meat roaster. Now this is the best island in my opinion. It's the cheapest island and it provides way too much value. Maxing this provides so much farming potential. It means you can farm cotton candy with more with daily stamina, playing more in blitz events, point events, arenas, etc. without wasting gems on stamina. It also means you can save up meats faster for when the 3 times pirate XP ship comes around, so you can go ham and level up your account. Getting a meat every 20 hours is so amazing and will provide tons of value to your account. So in summary, this is the order in which you should level everything up. First of all islands to level 10 for Chopper Man missions. The second thing you should do is level up all cotton candy islands to plus 60 or plus 80 depending on what you decide. The third thing you should do is level up your gem tree to level 24. Fourth, max the meat roaster. Fifth, max the gem tree fully. Then you want to decide whether you want to max the spring of vitality for base stamina or finish your cotton candies. So you can do either one of those two in whichever order you'd like. And then last of all, you can max your miscellaneous islands such as the berry cave and the training ground, because you will have nothing else to level up. So that is the guide on Gather Island, and I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found the video helpful. With all that said and done, goodbye.